What's up, good people? Welcome to Tim Talk Season 2, where we're here to put therapy in motion again. But this time, as you can see, we're coming live and direct from the place where people do what they love. From the therapists, the practitioners, the healers, the wellness professionals, we're going to bring them right to your living room. And that's the new way we're going to bring and introduce all of the individuals who are going to hang out with us this season. I'm your host, Daniel Brooks, owner and creator of Good Counsel LLC, where we're here to make healing possible. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Tonight, we have the amazing Antonio Stovall, a 10-year plus martial artist, a holistic practitioner, and a comedic yoga instructor, and the owner of Ancestral Perspective here in Roanoke, Virginia. I'm excited to learn about all that he does. I'm excited to have him. Welcome, Antonio. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. I'm excited about being on your platform.
Man, I really appreciate you, coming on. I know when I was thinking about the second season, you were the first person I thought of. Just for coming back, just because I've heard the buzz about what you're doing around town and all the great things you're doing. So, what better way to kick off the second season than all the great stuff you're doing?
Definitely.
So tell us a little bit about
you. Well, my name's Antonio Stovall, born and raised here in Roanoke, Virginia. Grew up playing basketball. That was my first love. I got a full ride to play at Virginia Union.
Really?
But I wasn't prepared to go to college, because when I was in high school, they were pretty much just letting me, passing me off. You know what I'm saying? So once I got to school, I started to. It was a struggle. Really? And this is what actually introduced me into getting into meditation, because of all the stress, all the anxiety that I was facing. And once I started to get into the meditation, I started to notice that I wasn't stressed as much as I was. I didn't have that much anxiety that I did, and actually started to help me on a basketball court as well.
Really?
One year, I had lost my confidence on the court. You know what I'm saying? So with the meditation, it just taught me how to be more present and be more relaxed.
Really, really, really. So I guess since we're there, tell us a little bit more about, because the name of your company is Ancestral
Perspective.
Tell us a little bit more about that, or how that came about.
So how I got into Ancestral Perspective, like I said, I got into the meditation back in probably like 2007, 2008. Mm-hmm. And then eventually I had a traumatic experience. Like we all have those experiences. My mother was murdered back in 2012, and I wanted to honor her at the highest level as possible. Yeah. So I could have done two things. I could have went on a path to self-destruction, or I could have used that experience to empower me. So that's what I did. So I went out, even though I didn't finish my education in school, I went out still to seek information, seek knowledge from master teachers from around the country. And this is where the idea of Ancestral Perspective came, because I wanted to introduce the people of Roanoke to the things that I was learning.
Wow.
So I started off selling books on healing, books on food, diet, economics, history, selling DVDs, selling like candles, soaps, anything that was going to help the people here in Roanoke get back to culture, understanding the importance of culture. Because what I was learning was that once our ancestors came here as prisoners of war, not just slaves, but prisoners of war, everything was taken from them. So I wanted to reintroduce the people here in Roanoke to Ancestral Perspective.
Wow, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. And that's that's a common theme that I've seen with people who have gotten into the helping and healing field. Mm-hmm. That they come from their own trauma. They taken it, but they make a choice what they were going to do with it. And just to hear from, getting the opportunity to play basketball, but that fell through. And I know that was the first.
Yeah, definitely.
And then from your mom, I can imagine that was tough to take. And because like you said, you could have chosen either direction to kind of go in. So I can imagine that was difficult to choose that path. But now hearing that you dove full on into healing, I always say that healing is the only way I know it. Helping others heal is how I heal.
Definitely.
And you talked a little bit about cultural healing. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So cultural healing is me just introducing certain healing modalities, comedic yoga, mindfulness meditation, introducing superfoods like sea moss, chlorella, spirulina, black seed oil. Just doing these certain things to help our people have a better understanding of what it means to heal. But because the things I was learning, a lot of people talk about Dr. Sebi. Have you heard Dr.
Yeah,
you heard Dr. Sebi? So Dr. Sebi is somebody who's worldwide known. Everybody knows who Dr. Sebi is. I actually had the opportunity to learn from a sister named Queen of Four, who's like on the same level as Dr. Sebi, but she's not as known as Dr. Sebi. And I went through one of her rites of passages called Man Heal Thyself. And that was teaching black men, on how to heal themselves emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, etc. And it was a great experience. Wow. So these are some of the techniques that I teach to my students or people who need some type of assistance.
That's phenomenal. And speaking of your students, I've kind of seen you know, in practice, especially with young people, young and old. Tell us a little bit about some of those sessions that you take, you know, young people through, or anybody. What those sessions consist of?
So the foundation of it is Kemetic yoga. Kemetic yoga is a form of yoga that comes out of Africa. A lot of times when people think about yoga, they think about Indian yoga or they think about Asian yoga, not knowing that our ancestors also practice a form of yoga as well. Because all human beings breathe, all human beings move. So with that being said, I had the opportunity to learn from a master teacher named Nasir, and I finished my certification in Egypt. So I was over there for like two and a half weeks studying with two master teachers. And so when you come to my sessions, I pretty much introduce you to yoga, meditation from your cultural lens. Wow. Because what I was starting to learn is, in order for us to heal, we have to start to understand reality through our own eyes. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. As melanated people, black people, we have to start to take on that perspective. So when you come to my yoga sessions, that's pretty much what you're going to experience. You're going to experience meditation that's tailored for us as a people. You're gonna experience yoga that's tailored for us as a people. You're not gonna be doing a lot of crazy poses and postures and stuff like that, but you're still gonna get the same benefit that you're gonna get from if you were going to a YMCA, something like that.
Wow. So it's focused on our culture.
Yeah, it's focused on culture. It's focused on the breath, because breathing is so important. They say you can go like 2 weeks without consuming food. You can go a couple days without drinking water, but you can only go a couple moments without breathing. So breath is so important. Wow. So
now, could you say one time, like most of us don't even breathe correctly?
Yeah, most of us don't breathe correctly. Most of us breathe from the top of our chest. The proper way of breathing is breathing from the diaphragm, from the stomach. So again, that's another thing that Kemetic yoga teaches us. It teaches us how to breathe properly, and when you know how to breathe properly, you can get better control over your emotions and your mental as well.
Yeah, and you brought up almost my next question. Do you see your techniques being able to assist people and help people with, you know, mental health, let's say, you know, depression, anxiety? Definitely. They have, you know, actual diagnosable, or they're going through just trauma like you were. Do you feel as if those things will help?
Definitely. I use myself as an example of how, when you apply these techniques to your life, how you can transform yourself. And the more I started to study with master teachers, the more I started to read peer-reviewed journals on how meditation, yoga has been implemented into the medical field, the school systems, the prison systems. All the entertainers, all the athletes are implementing these healing modalities because they work. Wow.
So, because I remember you said, we were talking one time, you said Phil Jackson?
Yeah, Phil Jackson, he had a guy that was known as his secret weapon. His name was George Mumford. George Mumford is a brother. Wow. And he was the one who introduced the Chicago Bulls and the Lakers to meditation. So if anytime you go online, you look at Kobe Bryant meditating, and you hear Michael Jordan talk about being in the zone, he actually learned that from George Mumford. And George Mumford has a book that talks about, I think it's called like The Mindful Athlete. Wow. But he's giving insight about how when we use meditation and mindfulness, And as athlete, you can raise your performance because it's teaching you how to be in the moment. And that's what it means to be in the zone.
Wow. So it's not just, you hitting a bunch. You can be in the zone even before the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
And being in the zone is just being present. Not being distracted by the past, not being distracted by the future, but just being present.
Because one quote I read today, and this isn't science, but it just put in perspective for you listeners who wonder about depression and anxiety. It talked about depression being you're stuck in the past, and anxiety you're stuck in the future, as opposed to being present in the moment. So tell us a little bit about meditation. With meditation, for me, I've always struggled with meditation. I know for the average individual, it's something, I've fallen asleep, I've tried it, I've thought about my grocery list, I've thought about all type of stuff. Tell us a little bit about it, maybe its benefits.
That's the thing, there's many forms of meditation. If you have 10 people here, you'll get 10 different answers about what meditation is. Oh, wow. So you have different techniques of meditation. You have mantras, you have chants, you have visualization, you have moving meditation, something like Tai Chi. You have with mindful meditation. So there's many different types of meditation. The meditation I usually focus on is mindfulness because it's most practical, and like I said, it has a lot of research to back it up. Wow. So when you come with the research, people are more open to accepting it. Most
definitely. Because I know that's something that in our school system, especially amongst our Black students, that's something that's been introduced into the classroom. And I've seen you do a little bit of that. Do you see the change or having some type of impact?
I work with. I actually had the opportunity to work at William Fleming. I have contract work that I do with T.I.M.
Wow.
I just now did a session with Xavier's with his organization.
And I just finished this week. I was listening to this
Okay, good. Yeah. So with that being said, our children, they want this type of knowledge. They want this type of information because it's feeding something in them that they're not getting from books. They're not getting from the video games. Wow. They're not getting from just hanging around. It's something that is teaching them an aspect about themselves that they just can't get anywhere.
Wow, I love it. Definitely, I see the passion. But I also know that you travel the world. You've been a few places, right?
Yeah.
And you've also, so with that, how did you get into martial arts? Or it's just all kind of
all of it interconnected. That's what it's about, being holistic, being able to bridge, bringing everything together to live a life of wellness. So once I started getting into meditation, I started to study Zen Buddhism. And studying Zen Buddhism, the person who discovered Zen Buddhism, he was a martial artist. So I was like, okay, if I'm learning meditation, then it makes sense for me to study martial arts as well. So I got into Wing Chun Kung Fu, which is the Kung Fu that Bruce Lee started with. Wow. Wing Chun. You ever seen the movie Hitman? Yeah. So that's the form of martial arts I teach. I mean, not only did I practice, but I teach as well. And it's very meditative. But it's an internal and external. Meaning, internally, it teaches you how to relax and be more focused. But externally, it teaches you how to defend yourself.
So it's more than just fighting.
Definitely. It's more than just fighting. Wow. More than just fighting. Definitely. And it's another way to, again, heal the body. Because once you learn how to relax the body, you know how to be more in tune with the body. You can start to listen to the body. The body has a wisdom, but we have to be aware and be in tune with the body. A lot of times we're caught up in our mind, and we may have certain aches, we may have certain pains. The body is constantly communicating with us, trying to talk to us, but we ignore it. Wow. So meditation teaches you how to be more in sync with mind and body.
And that's the main reason this season was called Mind, Body, and Soul.
Okay.
Us, going inward and using our body to heal ourselves because, we everything works together.
Definitely.
The whole person, treating the whole person. So you got me interested, number one, like even outside of this Tim Talk, I know that's something that I've always been interested in with martial arts itself, and also with the meditation and just the healing aspects of everything you do. So do you offer classes? Is it a one-stop shop, or someone I have to contact you to kind of get connected?
Yeah, you can contact me on Facebook, or you can contact me on email, tonythekim@gmail.com. Or I also teach at at the YMCA Gainsboro on Mondays at 6 o'clock. Right now, I was teaching at the downtown Y, but right now I'm not because of the corona.
And as long as you have a membership to those Ys,
you can come.
Okay.
And you definitely come. And again, when you do comedic yoga, what you're doing, you're learning the origins of yoga. Because again, a lot of times when people think about yoga, they think about doing all these crazy postures and poses. A lot of people get intimidated because they think it's hard. But in reality, what comedic yoga is teaching you the proper way to breathe, it's teaching you how to relax, and it's teaching you how to be more in tune with your body. So just your first class within itself, you will notice the difference. When I first brought the comedic yoga to my community, man, I had sisters like crying because tears were starting to come down their eyes because they never felt that type of energy that they were feeling. Wow. And it wasn't nothing I was doing. It was the fact that I was just instructing them the proper ways on how to breathe and how to move slow. Because everything we do in comedic yoga is slow because we've been conditioned to do everything fast. Eat fast, talk fast, drive fast. So comedic yoga balances out, helps us balance out to slow down. Wow. And when you start to breathe and move correctly, you're going to start to feel more blood circulating within the body. You're going to start to feel more, you're going to have more mental clarity. Your intuition will become more heightened. Wow. You will feel more spiritually grounded afterwards, guaranteed.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Is there a certain number of sessions you suggest, or should people start to make this a daily way of life?
I would say, man, the time we live in right now, our attention is constantly outside of ourselves. We're constantly worried about politics, money, just day-to-day life. So yoga and meditation teaches us how to go within. Not saying that we don't want to worry about these things, but again, it's all about balance. That's one of the things that I learned studying with this particular organization for 2.5 years. They taught me the importance of balance. Whatever you do, you always got to have that balance. And meditation and yoga definitely taught me how to balance. Not saying I don't get stressed, not saying that I don't get depressed, not saying I don't get angry. I do. But at the same time, because these are just human experiences, this is part of the human experience, the human emotions. But at the same time, I don't let those things control me. Most people let those emotions control them. They let their negative thoughts control them. I still may have negative thoughts. I still may get emotional. But it's not, it's not going to control me. I learned because meditation teaches you how to observe and not to be reactionary. Wow. And that's what happens a lot of times. We become reactionary.
Wow. That's phenomenal. Being able to go inward and to be able to do those things and to work on all of those things, because life is still going to happen. Definitely. We're still going to go through those things. But it seems like kinetic yoga and your mindfulness are tools for your toolbox.
Definitely. That's exactly what it is. It's tools. And these are tools that me personally are so crucial in the time that we're in right now.
I can see the passion. I can see just you light up. Being able to kind of,
especially with our youth. Our youth need these tools. Even adults, we need these tools. They say the root cause to all disease, whether it be mentally or physical, is stress. So once you start to manage and handle your stress, your health is going to improve. When people think about health, they instantly think about eating better. They think about going to the gym. If you learn how to breathe correctly, that's going to improve your health. Because again, you're going to be more conscious of your body. You're going to have more control over your thoughts and your emotions. Wow. And when you have more control over your thoughts and your emotions, you're not going to want to eat certain things because you are more in tune with yourself. You're not going to want to do certain things because you're more in tune with yourself. Wow. So just by learning how to breathe properly, and also when you learn how to breathe properly, you can strengthen the internal organs. A lot of times people think about, okay, I go to the gym, I'm going to lift weights, I'm going to get my chest big, my arms big, which is good. Again, it's all about balance. But you got to understand, true health starts internally with your internal organs, with your digestion, your liver, your kidneys, your heart, your brain. Certain meditation techniques we can do, breathing exercises, can help strengthen the brain, the prefrontal cortex. Wow. You can certain yoga poses you can do to help strengthen the digestive system. Really bring more oxygen and blood flow to the and all this can be backed up by science. These are certain research can show how meditation and yoga can transform the body. They have done studies on monks who've been meditating for 15, 20 years, and parts of that brain is more developed than the average person. Part of the brain that deals with love, compassion, forgiveness is more developed than the average person.
We definitely need that. With the day and time we're in, that is something that we absolutely need. And hearing those pieces, I don't see why a person wouldn't want to get connected with you or learn more about everything you have going on. So, just a quick one. We always ask is, doing our TIM talks is, what do you hope for the future of what you do or mental health in general?
My goal is just to expose to as many people the importance of meditation and yoga, and also studying your history, understanding who your ancestors were. Because when you look in the mirror, you just don't see yourself. You see your mother and your father, and when their mother and their father look in the mirror, they see their mother and their father, and when their mother and father look in the mirror, they see their mother and father. So when I look in the mirror, I see my ancestors. Wow. So when I'm healing myself, I'm healing that bloodline, because a lot of the trauma that we experienced, it didn't just come from me. It was something that was passed down through the blood, but it's going to stop with me. And the reason why it's going to start with me, because I'm going to do the internal work. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to show my son, and then he's going to show his son. That's it. And then that's how we're going to start to break that cycle. I even know with epigenetics. Have you ever heard of epigenetics? And a lot of these concepts that I've learned, I've seen that they like in the mental health field, they have implemented some of these ideas, showing that how certain traumas are passed down through the bloodline. Wow. So with that being said, these are the things that I've learned, not from, I wouldn't say this educational system. I learned from certain rites of passages I've been through, and it's right in line with the things that you make when you go to a therapist or something like that. A lot of the techniques that you may get from a therapist, I mean, our ancestors they were practicing as well.
I love it, because that's the whole purpose of TIM Talks, is to bring information and to introduce people to new forms. Everyone may not be okay with just going to sit with a traditional therapist, but there's so many ways to heal. That's why we're here, to make healing possible for people, because just like you said, you can look great on the outside and be broken and sick on the inside if you're not doing a process to heal. So is there anything that we can kind of do quickly for the people that maybe they can do at home, or any type of techniques that we can kind of go through while we're live?
Yeah, before we get into that, the importance of holistic health is to implement every aspect, every tool. So me personally, if you have the opportunity to get some counseling, and do your meditation, and do your yoga, and eat healthy, and work out. Do it all, because again, all of it is a tool to use. Most black people, they're not comfortable with going to the therapist. They feel that if they go to the therapist, that means they're crazy or something like that. When in reality, that's not it, because we can't do it by ourselves.
We can't do it. We can't, and that's one of the biggest things of why Good Counsel and TIM Talks was created, was to show individuals like we have to heal. Yeah, we have to. At some point, you hit the nail on the head when you said, it has to stop with you. Generations after generations have been broken, been hurt. At some point, somebody in that bloodline has to make the decision that's going to stop here. And by doing things of this nature and being introduced to kinetic yoga, mindfulness, and just inward living and living in the moment, that's the process. And that's one piece of the puzzle to kind of bring us back together. I absolutely love it.
Definitely.
That's phenomenal. So, is there anything we can kind of leave the people with?
So we can just do some, I just teach you a quick breathing exercise.
I love it. That's
quick breathing exercise. So what you want to do, you want to sit up nice and straight, place your hands on your knees here, put your shoulders down, stick your chest out a little bit, and just go ahead and just move your shoulders forward right quick. We're just going to open up the shoulders a little bit, go forward a couple times, and go backwards. And go up and down. Now just relax for a second. Again, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, hands are relaxed. Close your eyes for a second. Take a deep inhale. Hold that breath for a second. As you exhale, slowly exhale out your nose. And pause for a second. Inhale. Pause. As slow as you can, exhale out your nose. Pause. Inhale slowly. Pause for a second. And exhale. Pause. Then place your palms together here. As you inhale slowly, inhale your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale up slowly. Then slowly exhale, hands to your chest. Inhale slowly up, slow as you can. Try to inhale slow as you can, hands come up. Try to move as slow as you can. Inhale up. Slowly exhale. We'll do one more, hands to your chest. Again, slow as you can. Inhale, hands up, nice and slow. Stretching all the way up. Then exhale, hands to your chest, nice and slow. We're gonna bring our hands back to our knees once again. Inhale through your nose. Slowly exhale out your mouth, nice and slow. Two more, inhale. Slowly exhale out your mouth. Last one, inhale. Hold that breath. Slowly exhale. And nice. You feel that? You feel that, right?
Yeah. Man.
I try to tell you.
I'm booking an appointment. I gotta get.
I'm over here sweating.
Yeah, man. That's phenomenal. Just
and it was only like it was probably like a minute and a half.
wow. And how long can your sessions go?
Probably like 45 minutes.
Really?
45 minutes. But the whole time we're breathing slow like that, and we're doing slow movements, and
wow.
it puts you in that zone. So when you leave, you're still gonna be in that meditative state.
Even when you told me to slow down, I thought I was going slow, but even your slow isn't slow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you used to, moving.
It doesn't take any concentration to focus just to do this. No concentration. But if I tell you inhale slow, going all the way up like that, it takes more concentration.
Yeah, my arms are shaking.
And this is how you strengthen the brain.
Wow.
Meditation, it's a quote that says, meditation is like a vitamin. The same we take a vitamin for the body.
Yeah.
Meditation is vitamin for the brain. So this is why it's so important that we do this every single day.
I love it.
And me personally, bro, if we did these exercises every single day, we started to truly heal, this is what's going to really have an impact on our community. Economics is good. Politics is good. All these education is good. But the root cause of a lot of the sickness that we see within this community outside right now is within. It's with negative thoughts. This is what makes a person go out and do the things that they do. Because they don't have proper control of their thought process, over their emotions.
Wow. I'm speechless, and I talk a lot. I can't believe it, just because, again, right in line. I don't, do all of these things, but I know that healing is what we all need to do. And again, that's where this idea of good counsel and Tim Talks came from, because I want to make healing possible.
Definitely.
And you are making healing possible for people. And I can't thank you enough.
I appreciate that, bro.
I appreciate you for what you do. I'm excited to see all that you do moving forward, and how we continue to make healing possible for everybody. Tell them how to get in contact with you one more time.
So you can hit me up on Facebook, Antonio D. Stovall, or you can just email me, TonyTheKim@gmail.com.
I really appreciate you. To all of you guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. We're back, season 2. We're back better than ever. We're going to be doing some amazing things. Next up is Gabriel Villarreal, an ADHD counselor here in Roanoke, Virginia, who mixes strength and conditioning with mental health. So I'm super excited for everything we're going to bring to you this season. You don't want to miss an episode. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you. What you said. One second.